Hello. I have got a little bit of background noise today, which is why I'm not going to have my microphone on the entire time. But I was doing a flight, and I thought, why not do a live stream? Because why not? So I'm doing that now. I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. I've got my checklists right here, and so I'm doing all that. I'm basically just taxiing along. Yeah, 3 in a row. Well, my idea is that I want to try and do one basically whenever I can, because then I can always keep a record of how good my flights are and my landings and stuff. Even if no one watches the stream, it's basically really just for me, so I can watch myself improve. But yeah, now how much can you hear that concrete cutting sounds coming from my background? Is this VATSIM or not because of background noise? It's not VATSIM today, although it might be. I had to ask you this actually. Do you know the rules on connecting in flight in VATSIM? Because I didn't start on VATSIM, but I think I might want to once I get closer into Sydney, because I'd like to try and get vectors. I'm not sure if you're allowed to connect in flight. I think you are. I can't be entirely sure though. So yeah. Oh, you can't hear that? Alright, in that case. Fantastic. In that case, I will leave my microphone on. It'll be a normal loud stream. I'm particularly pleased with myself because I've set up these cool hotkeys that I can see all my different views and stuff. It looks epic. Anyway, let's just turn the corner here. Realism, so I'm going very slowly. I don't think you can for IFR. Alright, that's a shame. In that case, it's not going to be a VATSIM today. Alright, let's just check our before takeoff. Let's do a brake check. Yep, they work. What else do we need to do? Auto brake max. Yep, we'll put that. Rejected takeoff setting. Cabin alert. Yep, we'll do that. Boom, the cabin has been alerted. Whoa, we're going a wee bit fast, aren't we? We'll just stop at the holding point, make sure we check for traffic, and takeoff config. Press. We'll do that. Boom. Cabin check. I've already done that. I literally just did that. Ah well, takeoff config normal. Alright, that's great. Now as we enter the runway, we'll turn on predictive wind shear and weather radar. We'll do that right now actually. So, predictive wind shear, where are you? I swear it used to be here. I was sure it was there. Where's my predictive wind shear gone? Well, this is not realistic. Wait, it was literally over there. I'm sure it was. What? Oh, it's this one. My apologies. In that case, predictive wind shear is on. Weather radar will turn on. TCAS is already on. Nose light. We'll put takeoff. Landing lights on. Nose light. Takeoff. Landing on. Strobes on. Chronos start. We're not going to do that. TCAS, just make sure our TCAS is on. Yep. And weather radar. That's not weather radar. Is it? No, where's our weather radar? It's down here, isn't it? Somewhere? I reckon it's that one. Yeah, it is. Nice. Nose lights, landing strobe. Yep, alright, let's go. Let's hop onto the runway, shall we? Yeah, I mean, I'll try and find the rules, because I started without VATSIM because I thought my mic would pick up more of the outside noise. It turns out it's not. I might see if I can join in flight. Look, it'll just depend. So let's just do a quick throttle response check. Make sure that's all good. Until 80 knots pitch down. Will do. We're going to be doing a flex takeoff today. I'm flexing my skills at taking off. Where's flex gone? Where's flex? Did I not assign flex? Yes, I did. There we go. Alright, so pitch down till 80 knots. 80 knots. Check. That's V1. Rotate. Alright, we're looking for 1500 following the flight directors. Get that gear up in a second. We're turning off to the right now for our first waypoint. Yep, get that gear up straight away. Gear's going up. Pitch down to make sure we maintain a bit of airspeed there. Nothing too crazy. Alright, we're just following the flight directors up to our next waypoint. Still looking for that flight director. There we go. We're now at 1600. Lever can come down into climb position. Pitch down attitude. There we go. Alrighty. Still trying to just follow that flight director a little bit more. Alright, there we go. We'll pitch down more to get up to our flap speed so we can get in a clean config. Boom, up come the flaps. No more flaps. And at this point, I don't want to hand fly today, so it is going to be autopilot. And there we go. Good takeoff. Not bad, hey? Realism? Good. Takeoff. There we go. So now we got our after takeoff, I assume. Somewhere. Oh no, we got to go to the next page just like that. Alright, that's fine. After takeoff. Yep, the landing gear is already up. The spoilers are away. Are they? Okay, my spoiler button is literally broken. It's so annoying. Every time I try and do this, and then it just doesn't work. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Thrust levers in climb. Autopilot's on. Nose lights are off. We'll get the runway turn-offs off as well. We'll do that now. So, runway turn-offs away. Nose lights off. Flaps are away. Climb. When we get to our transition, we'll put that to standard. We don't need that right now. 10,000 feet, we'll get off the landing lights and the seat belts. Otherwise, we're chilling. So, to Sydney it is. We may have a slight tailwind helping us today, which would be rare and actually quite nice. Is that thunder? No, maybe not. I think we need a bit of a dome light. It's a little bit dim here. Let's just put it on just in case. Yeah, that helps a bit. If we need that, then we'll have it. Sorry, we do have a constraint at 240 knots right now. Alright, while the plane's flying itself, I'm going to go look up if you can join in flight to Vatsim. Let's find out. Vatsim, join in flight. You are permitted to reconnect in flight. Just check using VATSpy what the airspace is like before you randomly jump into a busy airspace unannounced. You can do whatever you want offline. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, I gotta file a flight plan. Alright, let's do that now then. May as well. Got it on my sim brief ready to go anyway, so that is completely fine. We're now exactly passing 10,000. So we'll get the landing lights off, seatbelt signs off, and we'll set our barometric to standard. Now we can keep on climbing, which is nice. And we will pre-file to Vatsim. My Wi-Fi is taking a while. Maybe it's because I'm using up all the bandwidth over there. Alright, it is pre-filed. Now we'll just launch up vPilot, QFA 518, and then we will be ready to go. So, a new version? Nah, I don't need that. No, I don't want to go to settings. That will just leak my personal information. Okay, and now I want to connect as Qantas 517 with the same cell cal that's always wrong. We'll just make sure that there's no one on before I connect. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we got any air traffic for today. Air traffic control, by which I mean to say. Of course, Brisbane got tower now. Just when I depart. Now there's tower online. Alright, I reckon we'll be fine to just connect right now. Yeah, I reckon we'll be good. Well, let's just check. Brisbane. I don't think there's any kind of problem. What are they? Are they on the same SID as us? Yeah. What's their altitude right now? So 310. We're nowhere near that. Yeah, we'll be fine. Great. I wonder if I departed from the right runway. Yeah, I did. Okay. Good to know. In that case, great. We're done. I wonder if it's going to show us on the map, on the radar. Not yet. Okay. It'll find us. Oh, we better mode Charlie, hadn't we? Alright, we are now mode Charlie. Great. Alright, well that was good. Now we are very much connected to the network. Yeah, I can see us there. Qantas 517. And that is me. Yeah, alright, so now I tweaked my custom overlay even more. I put it all in one little circle, or very long oval, instead of being in separate mediumly long ovals. So that's slightly better. Yeah, we got a massive headwind as always, but we are climbing nicely up to our altitude of 360 for today. So that's great. It's going to be nice. There shouldn't be any traffic basically anywhere near us, so that's all good. And not a problem at all. I don't exactly know what this goofy Sid is, but I guess we'll take it. Yeah. Ooh, Brisbane to Adelaide. He's in for a long flight. Well, not that long, I guess. 2 hours. It's fine. I just don't like doing long flights on VATSIM. One day I want to do a really long haul with the fly-by-wire 380, and then take off, let autopilot fly overnight, like a kind of Sydney-Singapore kind of thing, and then come back and land in the morning. That would actually be cool. Climb, yeah, we got all that. Cruise and descent, we got all that as well. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's great. Alright. What's the Sydney ATIS? So we got a QNH of 1011. Wind is 150 at 9. Let's do that now. QNH. Come on. 1011. What did I say? 150 at 9 knots? Yeah, I think I did, didn't I? There we go. Temperature. Oh, did the QNH not QNHify? No. Okay. Temperature 24. You're back. A Blaze Cannon. How's it going? W24. We'll set the minimums later. I've done a similar thing where I do Sydney to LAX and just let it fly overnight. Yeah, it's a good idea. I just never trust my PC to behave. It's on its own. But my PC I am definitely going to be upgrading it to a 7600 XT and a Ryzen 5 5600X. So that's going to be nice. Be able to run a few more frames per second. For real. Yeah, that's it. So the plane's just going to fly itself now. I hope we're on Unicom. That would be a bit annoying, wouldn't it? We are on Unicom. I don't think we need to do any broadcasts right now, though, so I reckon we should be all good. So, yes. Hello, Ablaze Cannon. Thank you for joining the live stream. I very much appreciate it, as always. Yeah. So we are just now fighting a little bit of a headwind-ish crosswind, which is not so very nice, I've got to say. That's alright, though. Do. Alrighty. So we are going to just go and grab the minimums for our planned runway, which I believe is going to be 16 right today. Back to Chart Fox. I think I'm just waiting for my other charts app to update 2412 because I think it's getting a little bit confused. I don't mind that though. It's worth it. Approach 16 right, ILS or localizer. And what are our minimums? Here we go. ILS. Come on, just tell me the minimums. I'm just trying to find the minimums on the approach chart. It's so annoying. Because the air services charts are really bad. I'm not a fan of Air Services Australia, I've got to say. How is this gonna work? Oh my gosh, I'm reading charts for the charts. This is actually crazy. My charts have got charts. Oh wow, there's 3 C-17s at Richmond right now. A US C-17, wow. Well, I'm still winning with the French C-130 at Sydney. Taking off at 16 left. That's cool. Oh my gosh. 404 not found. Do. I wonder where my top of descent is. That would be something important to know, wouldn't it? Let's just set that really far away. Oh yeah, we got ages. Also, by the way, the drift cam. This is our drift cam. It's not that extreme. There's quite a bit of turbulence though, so that's interesting. Due to this turbulence, I am in fact just going to put the seatbelt signs back on, just in case. And now I'm going to enjoy my custom camera views. We got our right window view. We've got our left window view. We got the nice wing view looking Sigma Skibidi. The other wing view looking Sigma Skibidi. And then the butter cam, which is currently not engaged because we don't have our wheels down. So yeah. I've seen a French tanker parked next to Sheps Mound. Yeah, that makes sense actually. They're kind of... Yeah, Sheps Mound's a good spot. I sometimes spot at Sheps Mound. It's a bit hot though. Like the shelter, if you want to go in the shelter or like the shade, it's too far away from the action, so you kind of just have to be in the sun. Yeah, it's cool anyway. Approach 1-6 right. I literally just want to read this approach now. Minimums. Radio altitude. Decision altitude. Oh my gosh, we've finally done it. 148. I just had to look at page 2 of the chart. It was not that deep. Okay, well that's fine. You know, I don't mind. That's all good. Cool. Yeah, I just had to read page 2 of the chart. That was only a little bit embarrassing. I really don't mind though. I really don't mind. Do 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 do. Great. Alright, well then we are just chilling all the way to Sydney, which is brilliant. So yeah, the SimBrief plugin is great. I've just started using it as a separate window, and it's a lot easier. I got all my my performance details in there. I got all my flight plan details. It is quite useful, I've got to say. By quite useful, I mean it's very useful. My minimize button is not just disappearing, by the way. That's something to do with my stream setup, and I don't really know why. It's something that I'm still kind of troubleshooting, in fact. It's probably just something to do with my capture card being wrong. I don't know, maybe. Doop. Doop, doop, doop. Richmond Station do be super boring. I don't know what I was expecting. Well, I mean, you know. Cool station? I don't know. Wow. So on Friday, I'm going to be doing something crazy to avoid the airport station access fee. What I'm going to do is hop on the light rail to Central. Then I'm going to yoink hop on the get myself to the T8 to airport, or Revesby, whatever, get off the station before the airport, and then take this bus that I found that is basically not mentioned at all on any of the New South Wales trip planners, because they don't want people getting out of paying the fee. And it runs from Mascot to the domestic airport, and also you can walk from the domestic airport stop into the international terminal and also the car park, because now it's summer, I'm going to have to be spotting from the car park instead of Millstream, where I normally go, because I kind of just need to be in the shade. So that's my little life hack that I'm going to use to not pay the station access fee, which is a scam. So yeah, just a random thing. So I figured out how to read the chart, so that's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck and Captain Street. We're just cruising out to the flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you
Alrighty.
Douglas Square front galley. That's the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley cards shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating with the front galley of the flight deck doors located.
But the government doesn't even get the money from the access fee. No, it's the company that owned the airport station. So it's not even the government that do that. I know, that's why it's a scam. That's why it should not exist. I think it's to catch the tourists, really, because I think that's its main objective. Yeah. Anyway, I think... No, hang on, it's not radio. I gotta put 210 in the barometric minimums. Yeah, and then radio goes away. Because radio is only for low-vis approaches. I've been doing that wrong. Alright. It's the company that runs the stations. Yeah, it is. Which is annoying. If they had an access fee, they may as well actually give it. It may as well be the government that collects it, not just a private company. And that's why I do my best to avoid it. Unfortunately, the only downside of that is, of course, taking a plane spotting equipment on a bus, because I normally go by car, and 2 tripods, 2 cameras, chair, all that stuff. The access fee is better than there being no train at all. Melbourne? Wait, there's no airport train in Melbourne. No way. I find that hard to believe. There's got to be, no? That's crazy. So you have to, Uber, car, taxi, whatever. That's insane. Surely they shouldn't be allowed to do that. I guess. Wait, no. There and 11,000. We gotta leave 78 nautical miles before Bori. So, let's just go program to Bori. And we got many more miles than that. So that is not going to be an issue. There's a bus. Oh, that's outrageous. Well, it's the same in Canberra, because, Canberra's just got a light rail, because there's got a population of about 3 rabbits. But Canberra has a pretty good bus, pretty frequent, every 10 minutes or something, that runs to the Canberra airport. But I do not recommend Canberra plane spotting. I think I've made this point already. There's been plans for one, but the different governments in the airport keep fighting on how it should be built. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, I haven't been to Melbourne for ages. I know that they got kind of cool trains. They've got the one... I saw a YouTube short about how there's one where you hold the button to open the doors before the train stops, and then the doors open. But then they have these new ones or something where if you hold hold the button, it disabled it for 5 seconds before I don't know, something like that. And I saw a YouTube short about how people don't like that, but yeah, just a random thing. Okay, my CPU is apparently at 193 degrees Celsius, but that is impossible. Oh no, it's back. Though it's 100 left over, it's only at 93. HCMT, yeah, that was the thing. I know that they've got like the Commonwealth engineering, and then they've got like the other ones, and then they got the new ones, and then they have lots of trams like the extra city or something. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not that much of a rail fan yet. I haven't expanded out to other cities. I'm still just having a slight interest and knowledge of Sydney trains. Nothing too crazy though. Like, I know the difference between a Tangara and like a Waratah and like a Millennium and a real train. I can tell differences. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Thank you for expanding my knowledge of Melbourne trains. Now I will know. Anyway, Top of Descent is approaching soon. Not really. We've still got 160 miles, but I mean, it's on the map, so that's good enough for me. These poor passengers with their seatbelts still on. I should probably let them free again for a little bit, because the turbulence is now over. Yeah. The only good systems are in Australia, Sydney and Melbourne. Well, I mean, kind of makes sense considering they're the two main cities, as far as I'm aware. My stats could be wrong. They're the biggest, most populous cities in each place. Brisbane's system is kind of bad. Adelaide barely exists, for real. Yeah, I agree. Canberra built a really nice new light rail line, though, using the same Airbus 3s and 100s that we have, but they actually run them properly. They get up to good speeds. They're basically running at 70 the whole line, instead of ours that crawl along like 40. Hobart still hasn't heard of buses. Oh my goodness. Well, Sydney hasn't heard of buses built after 2010, so, you know, we have our differences. Although, in a I will always advocate for the Volvo B10 BLEs and the Scania K113s to stay in service, because they're the best buses. They're really old, but they sound amazing. They're really fast. They're actually not underpowered like half of the other Sydney buses, and they're just kind of fun to ride, including the free massage from the engine vibrations. It's brilliant. They're great buses. They're really fun. But yeah. I hope this button doesn't do anything. No, it doesn't. I found a button that I hadn't assigned on my yoke. On my HOTAS, sorry. And I wondered what it did. My spoilers button is working again. So yeah. Oh, and the electric buses in Sydney are okay, but don't get me started on the BYDs, because they can only hold 55 or so people, whereas the older buses hold way more. And then on routes like, especially the 389, which is busy in off-peak and ridiculous on-peak, where they run them a lot. Yeah. Wow. But flame wind emoji. Yes. I wonder how much fuel we've got left right meow. Where's our ecam? Oh, I found it. Great. No, wrong page. There we go. Where's fuel? There we go. Doop. We got 90 kilos a minute. And we got 8,340 kilos. So what's that going to be? If we use 100 a minute, 8,240. How many minutes we got left? I'm not going to calculate that. Because I can't be bothered. We got enough fuel for now. Yeah. Yeah. But the 389 route is actually crazy. We need more. We need way more buses, especially on peak. Because every 10 minutes doesn't seem to be enough. Oh, sorry, should I say at least every 10 minutes? Which means the same as 10 at once, then a 45-minute gap, then 3 more. And they're all, on average, 32 minutes late. So, you know. I'm just going to set up my camera again, because I give it a little bump. And it's got a bit out of whack. Come on. It seems to have frozen. What a good observation. It's back. Except it's not right. When we were demolishing our monorail, the mayor of Hobart wanted to buy the tracks and vehicles for us, so Hobart would finally have a piece of public transit. We said no. Wait, that's actually epic. That would have been such a cool idea. The city monorail was useless, though, because it didn't really go anywhere at all. It was sort of more like a roller coaster or some sort of tourist attraction than an actual piece of public transport. I think I also learned that from a YouTube video. There's this one YouTube channel which has given me all these facts, but I forgot what it's called. It's like, let me find it, in fact, because I'd be interested to find out. Any ATC yet? No, nothing. Alright, I really want to approach. Because there was this one kind of train-related YouTube channel that I saw a lot. There you go, Tate Set. Yeah, I've seen their videos. They're good videos. They're like the one with the red profile picture. It wasn't even owned by the government until the 2010s, yeah. Well, if you think about it, most of the buses are privately operated now by Transdev, Transit Systems, John Holland, what else? Yugo Mobility. Transdev runs the light rails, some deal with the trains. The metros are operated by, like, the South Korean metro system. There's a lot of privately operated stuff going on. Because STA buses, the State Transit Authority, they went down in 2019 because they sold every single sector to private companies. And then they all operated under Transport for New South Wales. The best train YouTuber in Australia. Well, yeah, I think like my YouTube algorithm assumes that lots of plane people are also train people. So it like started feeding trains between all of the other planes. And then the trains just kind of became more and more prominent in my feed, and then this guy his videos started coming into my feed, and then it was good. Still in the rolling stock. Yeah, I'm sure we do. As I say, I'm not an expert. I just know that there's different stickers on them that say, and the drivers have different uniforms. Let's turn the range down. Yeah, top of descent. coming up soon. Nothing exactly to worry about right now. I'm really hoping Approach will hop on soon, because I very much like Approach. I wonder what the Sydney ATIS is, what we can expect there. We're on 6 right and left, independent parallel departures, 150 at 17 wind, visibility greater than 10, few clouds 2,200, QNH 1011 with a temperature of 24. That's nice. The monorail wasn't owned by the government at all until the very end when we wanted it gone. Yeah, that's annoying. And, yeah. I did not remember much of the monorail. Because when did they take it down? Was it like the mid 2010s? Let's see. Yeah, well, 2013. I'm not gonna reveal my age to YouTube, but if you could do the math, I would not have remembered it very well. I think I did go on it once though, so that was fun. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed kind of useless. There's still some remnants of it left over. They still haven't. They're working on it. They still haven't quite torn it down just over the Piermont Bridge. That station there, and there's also another one on the side of building. Part of the route, one of the stations that they just haven't bothered to take down. It's interesting because they kind of look almost still in perfect condition, but then on the inside everything is just kind of broken and falling apart and all that stuff, which is a little bit sad to see. But yeah, it's interesting. And then our top descent is coming up in about a little bit more than 40 nautical miles, so yes. It's been a pretty good flight. There's the World Square stop, which still has signage. Oh, wow. What I really liked were the old ferry ports and all the jetties that you can still see around on the ferry routes with the old blue signage and all of that stuff. That's kind of interesting to me because they've just never really bothered to take it away. Yeah, the one at the Piermont Bridge is really frozen in time. Yeah, I mean it kind of does because you can, if you walk over, you can actually see, you can see the inside and the little turnstiles and the ticket barriers and everything. And you can see the old adverts for like the iPhone 7 and stuff on the inside. But then it kind of ruins it when you walk past a window and then you see all the graffiti and the advertising that's been plastered on the walls, on the outside walls where they closed it off. So I mean, yeah, it is interesting though. I agree. My apologies. Let's go back to a custom camera again, because why not? Let's do our left side window, have a little look around, you know what I mean? It's a nice wing view. If we want a wing view, we can do that. Oh no, that's the butter cam. There you go, that's a wing view. It's a nice wing view. Matthew, hi. Hello, Matthew. How's it going? Well, welcome to the live stream. We're flying from Brisbane to Sydney. We're going to be there in Sydney in about half an hour. Thank you for joining the stream. Oh, you've just left. No, you haven't. Oh, maybe you have. Maybe not. Let's see. Who are you? You don't have a profile picture. Alright, well, welcome. Thank you for watching. You consider yourself an aviation enthusiast, Mr. Matthew? Or no? If so, then I can tell you that our top of descent is right there. So we'll be starting our descent soon. Oh, that was a Unicom broadcast. Oh, Bankstown traffic is finally popping up. You're still here. Great. Good to know. Sorry, my stream statistics are kind of glitching out. They're a bit crazy. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sticking with the stream. Because lots of people join and then immediately leave when they realise it's a plain content. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. Let's check our progress page. 116.9. We've still got a little bit. So we're getting close enough to Bankstown that we're hearing the Unicom traffic over there now, so that's good. Sorry, did I say Unicom? I meant advisory. My apologies. Advisory is, of course, what it is now being renamed to, which is kind of cool. So my recent bus-related video, it did not perform as successfully as the previous one, even though it took considerably more effort. No one seemed to be very interested in the one-of-a-kind Yutong E12 demonstrator bus. That lowered my view count a bit. I don't mind that though. My collection of bus stop buttons has been expanding rapidly. I only got a few more to go actually to get a full compilation, so watch this space. I might post this. Yeah, I'm gonna post this right now. BobTube video going live right now. Actually, no, it isn't, because I forgot my other phone. Alright, how many nautical miles have we got to go? Not actually too many. I'm just gonna keep turning the range down until we've got it already. Let's get our terrain display on just in case there's any terrain that happens to be around us. I don't honestly think that there is, but that's just better to be safer than sorry, as they say. We are of course rocking our One World livery, looking amazing. Look at that, our One World special. It's apparently 8K, but I can literally see the pixels. I'm not complaining though. Are you on 20 or 24? I am on 20 because I don't have 24 yet because my computer's specifications are not going to be quite enough for 2024, and also I see no point in buying it until it goes on sale. 2020 is perfectly good enough for me. Now go to Melbourne and get tram stop buttons. How do they do that? Do they operate on request stops instead of just stopping at every single one? I accidentally, I haven't been on a light rail for ages, until that BobTube video that I published with the Airbus 100. That was my first light rail in a while, and I almost accidentally pressed the wheelchair ramp button because I thought it was I was so instinctively used to pressing the stop button because of much bus travel in the previous weeks that I thought I just saw a button that looked just like a stop button, and I almost went to press it, but then no, because our light rail operates just every single stop. To be honest, the L2 is hardly ever on time, but somehow because all the services are late, it's still regular. So, everything's 10 minutes late, but then because everything's 10 minutes late, there's still only 10 minutes between light rails, so it's fine. Somehow it's so broken that it works. Good enough for me. We can probably close that now. We don't really need that. There we go. So yeah, we're still not quite descending, but we're going to descend soon. So that's all good. I think we're about 200 miles from Sydney-ish. Could be wrong. Could also not be. Yeah, we're about 200 miles from Sydney, I would say. So yeah. Third stream in a row. Let's see. My landings have got better. The last, my last stream landing was actually quite nice. Let's see if I can do it this stream as well. The weather's not looking great, but it looks alright. So I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. The other day I wasn't even hunting down an Airbus 100, and then the one time I'm not actually actively trying to catch one, I end up catching one I can't win. Yeah, that's a shame. I'm sorry about that. And what did you think of it? Honestly, they're not too different. The main thing is that I really like the different announcements, the actual person announcements instead of the kind of weird robotic sounding ones. And the LED PIDs, information displays are very nice. There's actually nothing new in the cab, in the driver's cab. I think it's almost exactly the same, apart from maybe a couple changes to the schedule screen. Still running the Alstoms on the L1s for some reason, even though they've got plenty of L1. They've got plenty of Airbus 3s and 100s to run the L1, but they still run the Alstoms sometimes, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's not too bad, though. They're exactly the same except for the PIDs. Well, yeah, basically. And also the seat fabrics are different, and I think they're a tiny little bit... I think their interior is configured a little bit differently. There's more grab handles, and there's more... I think there seems to be a little bit more open space. That could be just me, though. But I caught an Airbus 3 again. As I say, after a long break from light rails, I seem to be on them all the time. I got one yesterday, and two of the... None of the displays in the first carriage actually worked. None of the dot matrix displays worked. And that was a bit unfortunate. The announcements did, but it was just kind of a shame not to see the dot matrix displays, because they did look cool. Alright, that's 60 miles. We better get descending right now. Let's just spin that down to 3,000, because the constraints will do what they do. And now they will do... Yeah, Bori 4 Alpha. We'll make our first broadcast. Sydney traffic Qantas 517, descending through flight level 350 for 10,000. Alright, there we go. They're exact... Yeah, I've already read that message. Yes. I'm so bad at reading my chat, because I have it on a separate screen, and I hardly ever look at it. So I'm like, have I read that message? Have I addressed that point? Yes, I have. Great, we're now descending. We're nicely below profile, but I'm happy to be below profile. I do not like being above profile, because I do have my terrain radar in case I need it. I won't. Sorry, I won't though, because there is no terrain at 35,000 feet as far as I'm aware. That's the drift cam. We've got a pretty good angle there. Pretty epic drifting. I won't give you another concert today, because Mario Kart music is not necessary. We only need the Mario Kart music if there's a direct crosswind of more than 110. We're close. We're close. It's 103. I haven't seen that in a while, but we did have 110 before. So yes. The wing flex is crazy. Look at that wing. It's flexing. How cool does that look? Wing flex. This A330 identified as the 787. Here we go now, descending through flight level 340, just about. And everything's looking good. We're going to intercept our descent soon. We might need a bit of a steeper descent when we end up finding our profile, we might need to get a little bit steeper, because I know there are some pretty strict constraints on the Bori 4 alpha. I think we should be right, though. That should be right. Yeah, we should be just fine. What I am going to do is just quickly... Does the A330 come with an interior on Microsoft Flight Sim? Unfortunately, the payware ones do. The freeware one, such as the one that I'm using, does not. So this is the Headwind A330, it's the free one. And it does not come with an interior. I can show you if you very much desire. If we go out this way, there's just emptiness. There's a bit of an interior here, and then there's a bit of an interior at each window, and for some reason they've modelled the cargo compartment. But, so there's an interior for each window, but there's no interior otherwise. So, yeah. Yeah, we caught our profile. Interesting. So I'm sure payware ones would have interior. Basically, if you make a payware plane without an interior, people will immediately not like you on Reddit, so most developers end up just running payware planes. They put interiors in. There's some freeware stuff with interiors, like the default planes. I believe the Asobo A320neo has got an interior. That's about the only thing that it's got. The systems are absolutely terrible, and it flies like a 172, so I do stick away from that one. This A330 is based on the fly-by-wire A320 interior, which is arguably the best piece of freeware for Microsoft Flight Sim. So that's good, but it does have its own... It's been tweaked a bit, and it's got its own flight physics. There are a few little A330 specific stuff, such as this random indent here. The speaker button doesn't work, and the PFD adjustments are here instead of on the main panel. So yeah, there are a few differences between the A320 and the A330 cockpits, including, unfortunately, our third MCDU, which is not recreated here yet, but I believe Headwind Simulations is working on that. That's, the one that the jump seat pilot would use. Otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty good plane. I enjoy flying it. This route could easily be done on an A320, but I believe there are some A330s that operate this, correct me if I'm wrong. And also I like flying the A330 because it can make any landing look more butter, and that's a plus. Alrighty. We are nicely maintaining profile. I'm just watching to make sure in case we need any speed brakes or anything. Yeah, I think we might. Let's do that. Out come the speed brakes. Oh, look at our speed, it's dropping. Oh yeah, speeds come right off. We've got to keep going. Alright, I'll just leave that there. Yeah, now we're below profile again. Fantastic, that's what I like. Good. Yes. So our first constraint is at Bori in 20 miles, and we got to be above 9,000. And then our next constraint is we got to be at 8,000 at Vasra in another 10 miles. I do not see how our aircraft could possibly do this, but it thinks it can, so I'm chilling. It's obviously thinking it can. I don't trust it.
Sydney traffic at 389 descending 46,000, passing through 36,000 Sydney traffic.
Alright, he should have said flight level 360, otherwise not bad. Sydney Tower's on. So Sydney is almost fully staffed, not really, because they got tower ground, no delivery. It's hardly ever delivery though, because they don't really hop online much, because ground does it anyway. And the only people who mainly do delivery are the new first tier controllers who are only allowed to do grounded delivery. But in that case, they're probably better off. They always just choose to do ground, because with the top down on VATSIM, then you get a bit more experience controlling ground, and also you get to give people clearances. It's great. Giving clearances is actually really easy. Because what I learnt from my theory exam for being a controller was that, in fact, the system does it for you. You don't actually have to give the routings yourself. You just double-click their call sign, and then the system does it. Sometimes it assigns radar SIDs when there are no radar SIDs to be assigned. That's kind of where the manual control needs to be taken over. But otherwise, it's pretty easy to do. Obviously, controlling ground is a bit more tricky because you gotta coordinate with tower when you can cross aircraft across runways and stuff. So that does make it a bit more difficult. Otherwise, so yeah, we're kind of chilling. Let's just run through our checklist now. We're doing our descent, so we're just going to make sure that the seatbelt signs are turned on for our descent. Seatbelt signs, where are you? There you are. I'm worried that it took me that long to find the seatbelt sign. I must be distracted. Landing lights on at 10,000, that's fine. MCDU, we've already got the destination data all set up, so that's not a problem. I think we're actually going to make pretty good progress into Sydney. We might make it before our ETA, which will be very nice. Otherwise, yeah, we're just trying our best to stay on descent profile here. We got 3, a miraculous and incredible 3 concurrent viewers. Thank you to our 3rd concurrent viewer for joining, or joining back if you are who I think you might be. That's great. TY. Yeah, there's absolutely no way we're getting to 8,000 here. That is impossible. Even with all the speed breaks in the world, we wouldn't be able to do that. It's crazy. Surely we can't do that. Alright. I trust the plane. But that's not happening. Oh wait, no, it just says we got to be above 8,000, not at 8,000. That makes more sense. I was going to say that's a bit ambitious. And then we're actually just going to intercept our approach. So that's really easy, no vectoring or anything. I do like this Bori 3, Bori 4 arrival. I'm a fan of that. So yeah, that's sort of it for now. There's nothing else I believe we need to run through on the checklist. Let's just check. Talking of checking checklist, let's just check the ATIS one more time. Make sure we get the latest ATIS. Yeah, it's information delta. Our QNH is going to be 1011. Set engage selection 1011. Now at this point we are going to turn on the landing lights because we're at 10,000, so we'll just pop them on right now. See and be seen, you know. And now we got to quickly catch our speed limit, so drop a bit of speed there. Barometric reference is set. It is. Seatbelt signs are on, landing lights are on. Altitude is set 3,000, so we can get our glide slope when we do. Let's get some more speed breaks because we're clearly not making this restriction. I don't want to be overspeeding under 10,000. That would not be good. We are not overspeeding anymore. Let's go. Now it's basically just a straight shot in for the ILS, which is brilliant. It's all the way down to 3,000 if we can. We might make it a selected descent so we can go a tiny bit faster. Because we got to get to 3,000 by Erden, and that's going to be steep. Let's do it though. May as well. Come on. Boom. Speed brakes. Let's go. Yeah. This plane is not very good at planning descents. It doesn't like doing that. It's fine. We're in a steep enough descent now. We should be right. It's kind of what I was not aiming for. I don't mind. Speed brake, landing light. Yeah, we got nothing bad on the ECAM. Got six tons of fuel on board, so if we do need to divert, that'll be possible. We won't though, because it's a nice The wind's not too bad. 140 at 17. I mean, it's a bit crosswindy, but we'll have to just take it. Not too fast at the minute, though. Yeah, I think it's... I hope that's not someone on 07. No, they're just parked. Okay, that's not a problem then. It's not a problem. We're good. We're all the way down to our green dot speed. That's a lot better. That's very nice. Keep that descent going. Yes, please. I think I might have the field a little bit in... Yeah, I've got... Well, I haven't got the field in sight because, unfortunately, my render distance is too low, but I've got the shape of the field in sight, and that's it's good enough for me. Ooh, we're in a steep descent now. I don't mind. Let's get performance on them ready so we can activate our approach phase when we do. What I might actually do is just push the approach push button right now, in case there's an altitude that we can, or a localizer that I mean, that we can capture. That might be quite nice. Yeah. Someone's got to go back and watch this stream and count how many times the phrase, yeah, was used, because I think we're easily above 10 now. So, yep, it's all good. We're now, looks like we are actually going to make that constraint nice and easily, so that's good. We're going to put on our ILS display on our push button. Yep, I can see our diamond. Our diamond has now spawned in. That's great. And so now we should just get ourselves nicely established on that ILS approach. Then we'll be able to activate approach phase, and then we will get to land. Now, this landing might not be the greatest because it's crosswind, and I apologize in advance. But unfortunately, I am not autopilot or a machine, and I cannot land perfectly in every situation. Therefore, this landing might be a little bit shabby. Previous landing was actually kind of good. We got 2 concurrent viewers or 3 concurrent viewers, depending on which statistic I'm looking at. So that's interesting. We'll contact tower when we're established on the ILS, I guess. That's fine. There's our 3000 target. And we'll get tower ready on 126.5. No, 120.5. I don't know where the 6 came from. I think that might be ground. That's fine. Nope, wrong button. There we go. 120.5.
2,500.
Oh, 2,500. Hello.
2,500.
There we go, we'll contact that. Alright, I should be established soon, maybe. Are we established, perhaps? Yeah, we're going to go into heading mode. Selected heading. We're going to do a little bit of a right turn, my apologies. Then we're going to run a left turn. Then we're going to get established. Then we shall be good to go. Come on. Please get that localizer right now. Or I shall be very cross, Mr. Airbus. Please get that localizer. Yes, we got the localizer, everyone. Nice. We got the localizer, everybody. Fantastic. Tick, tick, tick. Tick goes the autopilot.
2,500.
Why are you climbing? Alright, so that's approach on. We are just going to contact... Actually, no, we're not going to contact tower right meow. We're just going to get landing systems, approach mode, altitude set, go around altitude set. Yeah, we're on glide slope. Go around altitude is going to be 5,000, I believe, so that's set. Flaps, we'll put them down now. We're going to notch your flaps down. Once we get 2,000, then we'll do that. We'll actually just yoink the gear down now. Auto brake as required. We'll get the ground spoilers armed. They already are. Great. We'll put auto brake on low because we got plenty of room. Sydney Tower, hello there. Qantas 517 established on the ILS runway 16 right.
Qantas 517, Sydney Tower, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 16 right, Qantas 517. Alright, great. We'll get our cabin checked. Do it that kind of cool and that kind of cool. Now we're 1,500, let's get our flaps 3 out, gear's already down. And then once we get to that mark, we'll just get our flaps 4. Auto brake is as required. Nose lights, we've got to get our runway turn off and our nose lights on, so we'll just turn that on. Runway turn off and nose. Boom, as required. Too easy. Then we'll get our flap speed, that's good. Cabin's cold, no blue lines on the memo. Nice. Alright. The pressure's on, and so is the landing camera. Should be at least. Webcam, hello. Yes, the landing camera is also on. Here we go. Actually, you know what? We'll get auto brake medium because I do kind of want to roll out. Have a long roll out. What's our throttle doing? Silly Billy. Then we'll pull that right back to idle when we do. Flare and thrust idle at 30 feet. That's when it will tell us to do that. Do that word, which means reduce, or stop, or slow. In fact, it's looking very much headwindy, which is brilliant, just what we need. I don't know about you, but I don't like the way that this A330 follows the localizer. I think that it's too far to the left. Could just be me. Could not be. Who knows? Do we still have our chart up there? No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. We don't need charts. What are we, peasants? We don't need charts. We just fly. We just fly from our brains. Charts are so last year. You know what I'm saying?
200.
Alright, that's going to be autopilot off. We're going to be taking this manual landing from here.
Minimum.
Just make sure we get more to that center line.
100.
Follow our minimums down. Just follow the puppy lights if at all possible. Just
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Okay, not a bad landing. I'll take that for today. Let's put a bit of reverse thrust on. 80 knots, that's reverse thrust off. And we'll wait for 40. That's disengage for the auto brakes. 40, there we go. So now we'll roll with idle thrust off to the rapid exit. I'm not sure it was butter emoji, butter emoji, butter emoji. I think it was more like stutter than butter. That crazy 2-second lag period was actually insane. Alright, we don't need those spoilers anymore. They can go away. We'll get our flaps all the way up as we get off the runway. And then we'll just wait for them to retract nicely as we slow ourselves down. Then we'll contact ground. Nice landing. Oh, thank you. Tower Qantas 517, clear of runway 16 right on Alpha 7? I don't know.
Qantas 517 should be contacting the ground on your end, 121.7 here.
121.7, my apologies, Qantas 517. I've never had a controller say that to me before. Let's just check to see what that landing was. Oh no, I didn't have replay. Sorry, I forgot the replay, everyone. That was minus 333 feet per minute. So that is a 6 feet per minute improvement on our previous landing. I'll take that. Now we'll contact ground. Sydney ground, hello there, Qantas 517. Clear of the runway on Bravo 7.
Qantas 517, good day. Taxi Bravo 7, Bravo Cross 25, Golf to Bay.
Bravo 7, Bravo Cross 25, Golf to the Bay, Qantas 517. Nice and easy, isn't it?
Qantas 517, did you want a Qantas Bay by chance?
If you've got one for me, otherwise, yeah, sure.
Qantas 517, taxi via Bravo 7, Bravo Cross 25 and hold short Charlie 1.
Bravo 7, Bravo Cross 25, hold short Charlie 1, Qantas 517. Alright. We can do that, can't we? Can't we, chat? That's too easy. Let's taxi our beautiful One World livery. Alright, that was good. I'm pleased with that landing. The only thing that could have done better was that it was a bit right of centre line. Sorry I couldn't get the recording for you. That's annoying. But, ah well. Next time. Next time we'll do it. There we go. Just make sure we get that lined nicely. Yes, we did. Too easy. Alright, so, I'm glad that both of you thought it was butter. As I say, I'm sorry that we don't have a recording. I will work on that for next time. I just completely forgot to open the recorder. So, that is on me, my apologies. Otherwise, though, not a bad landing. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm getting better. I would say I'm slightly improving. I can tell you in Flight Simulator X, I didn't even know how to follow an ILS. I just land in a field, take off, and then land in a field. Because I didn't even know how to get an approach or anything like that. I was a certified newbie. What are we doing? Holding short Charlie 1. Charlie 1.
Sydney ground, Philippine 102, ready to taxi 16 right.
Philippines 102, taxi via Alpha to be Alpha 1 honey point, runway 16 right.
Alpha then 16 right.
Oh, Charlie 1's all the way up there. Alright, we can keep going.
Philippines 102, just confirm Alpha 1 holding point.
Roger, Alpha 1 holding point, Philippine 102.
Alright, well read it. Let's get the landing lights off. We'll put them on taxi. Runway turn-offs we'll leave on for now. So that's all good. We're holding short of Charlie 1. After landing. Yeah, we got all that. TCAS standby.
Qantas 517, continue to roll on Bravo. Charlie 1 and then to Bay.
AFM, Bravo, Charlie 1 to the Bay, Qantas 517. I didn't know where Charlie 1 was, now I do. That was a little bit of an oopsie from me. That's fine, though. We all make mistakes, am I right? Am I right? So it's right at the tippity top of the airport, so that's too easy. It's an easy peasy taxi, isn't it? Got to go, my phone's about to die, W stream. Thank you very much for watching the stream the entire time, as always. Thank you. Absolutely. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah. Maybe there's another stream tomorrow. Maybe not. Who knows? See you next time. Yeah, see ya. Almost there, chat. Here we go. We're just going to make a nice right turn here on Charlie 1. Don't need too much braking. We don't want to roll to a halt, do we? Oh, we just did. No, we're not. No, we didn't. We're at 1 knot. We're at 1 knot. That's not stopped. 1 knot is not stopped. I will maintain. Boom. Nice. Too easy. Then we'll just hop in here. I hope this is a 330 gate.
Sydney ground up, 102, type 41.
Philippines 102, contact Sydney Tower 120 to 45.
120 to 45, bye-bye.
Right, so we'll actually go to the butter cam for this. Make sure we're tracking nicely. I reckon we are. Just make sure we are, though. It's looking good. Yep, that'll be just fine. So now we gotta do our shutdown checklist. Let's just make sure that everything from our landing checklist was done, because I'm not entirely sure. TCAS standby, weather radar off, predictive wind shear off, landing lights off, strobe lights auto, nose light taxi, APU master on, start, brake fan, landing system button. Let's do that all. So we gotta come down here for the TCAS and all that stuff. We'll just be doing that. Turn that off and that off. Boom. Then we will go. Landing lights are off, strobes are off. Better do that, shouldn't we? Strobes are off. Off. Nice. Oh no, strobes are auto. Whoops. Strobes are auto. Nose lights are taxi. APU master on. Yeah, we should have done that before, shouldn't we? That's not a problem. APU master on. APU start on. We'll start that up. Should have done that while taxiing. Brake fan we don't need, and we'll turn the ILS button off. What's our brake temp looking like? Wheel. Yeah, our brakes are a bit warm. I mean, we could turn the fan on if you really want, but I don't mind. I don't mind them being a bit warm. Honestly, I don't mind them being a bit warm. Shut down. We'll just set the parking brake. Boom, parking brake is set. Thanks for a great stream. Found it enjoyable. Got to go now. See ya. Well, thank you very much, Matthew, for tuning in. I'm glad that you enjoyed. And yeah, thanks for watching BobTube. See you. Alright, we'll get the, once the APUs avail, yeah it is, we'll get the nose lights off, taxi lights off, and where are the taxi lights? Runway turn-offs off, I believe. Oh, takeoff, no, landing. Oh, butter, butter. Late but butter, not gonna lie. Great landing. Yes, well, runway turn-offs off, APU bleed on. Okay, we'll do that. Boom. Engine master 1-2 off. Okay. Great. Beacon lights off, seatbelt off, fuel pumps off. Beacon light off. Where's that one? There we go. Fuel pumps off. Seatbelt sign off. Ground services, let's do that. Let's get ourselves jet bridge, fuel, let's get a GPU, catering truck, baggage truck, get our safety chocks and everything they're already on. Brilliant. Now we can, where is it? There you go. Now we can turn on the external power, APU off.
Sydney ground, Jetstar 389, we would like gate Delta 43 if possible.
APU.
389, good day, welcome to Sydney, taxi via Bravo 9, Bravo cross 25, Golf to Bay.
ADRS off, cruise supply off, external
Bravo
lights.
9, Bravo cross 29, Golf to the Bay.
Cross
Jetstar
25.
389.
ADRS off. Cruise supply off. External lights off. Let's just make sure everything's off. Yeah, nav and logo, you can go off. No smoking off, emergency exit off. No smoking off, emergency exit off. TCAS off, constraints off. Where's my constraints panel? TCAS, constraints off. TCAS is down here. TCAS, I think it's that button is TCAS. Yep, TCAS. Standby. And off. Constraints off, external power off, and battery 1 and 2 off. Does it say anywhere about the generators? No, it doesn't. Okay, external power off, battery 1, 2 off. External power off. Battery 1 off, battery 2 off. That is it for today's stream, everybody. The aircraft is now off. Everything's off. We'll just make sure that the APU is off, even though it's still available for some reason. APU, please turn yourself off. Thank you. Yeah, that's it for the stream. Everyone left early. That's fine. I like to shut down my aircraft properly. Thank you very, very much for watching, everybody who did. I really hope you enjoyed the stream. I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.